But yeah, this man is literally hysterical. He is global top 100 in Angry Birds. I don't know. This is really...
You know which one that one is?
No.
You don't know what that is?
No.
Let's try it one more time. Ready? Really listen to it. Nothing?
It's not Good Mythical Morning.
It's an old 2000s reality show. Cuts back from commercial.
Oh, American Idol.
There you go. It took a bit, but we got
you
that.
You had it. Yeah.
Welcome to the Joystick Show, episode 290. That's what we do now. We do name that tune.
Yeah, we do name that tune, but it's just jingles.
Which is actually a great pivot. First and foremost, welcome to the Joystick Show. We're just hanging out, me and Dylan this week, because the other boys are chilling out. You know what? I'm actually going to say what the guys are doing because it sounds like something they wouldn't actually be doing. Jerry is traveling to Rhode Island to hang out with his family. And Joey is putting on a production of Matilda with children. So that is legitimately what they're up to. So shout outs to Joey and Jerry. They got the week off, but we'll catch up with them next week. Awesome. Sounds great. Also, feel free to like this episode. You can subscribe to the channel. That would be pretty cool. Finding Dandy Sweet Like Candy. And now we can move.
I like the rhyming.
Thanks.
Nice.
I've been trying. I actually, if I might start, we actually just talked about how you were going to start. But I would like to say this quick little thing because I thought it was pretty cool. My mom and dad actually both individually called me down at different times to check it out because it was that cool. Apparently, my grandma Elba found like a bag of old texts that my grandfather had written. And keep in mind, my grandpa Mikey was a famous... or like a relatively famous songwriter, poet, and musician. So my dad literally has like almost a textbook worth of original poetry in English and Spanish, and it's pretty fucking good, Dylan. Like even I was like, man, I can't disregard it. Like the dude was a wordsmith. But yeah, I've just kind of been in the rhyme scheme kind of mindset lately. I can't help it. So
I mean, I'm on board with that.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
I feel like if you would tell some people that, they'd be like, get the fuck out, They'd somehow make it like a PC thing.
Well, my parents are both saying like how, and don't get me wrong, I don't necessarily disagree with them. It is definitely, it's worth something. But they're basically like, imagine if someone like Bad Bunny got his hands on something like this. Because to be fair, it's a lot of fully written songs in Spanish about the culture of Puerto Rico, the history of Puerto Rico, everything. So it's pretty fucking interesting. That being said, my dad had a better idea. He basically wants to turn it into some sort of like textbook or like some sort of like art poetry book.
I mean, you can get it in a museum or collaborate 100%. With some other artists.
I mean, my great grandfather, his dad already has a museum in Puerto Rico, so that shouldn't be that hard to do.
Collaborate with a musician, do like an exhibit, not actually exhibit.
Maybe exhibit will be there.
No, I don't want him there.
He needs it. He needs the money, bro. We could probably get him on this show.
He's living out on one of the old Pimp My Ride cars. There's like boom boxes everywhere. He's like, I can't afford a place to live.
His fucking van has 9 TVs, but he can't afford cable.
Yeah. He's like, I remember when we put the bed in this, I didn't think I'd be sleeping in that bed,
My van got 9 TVs and I got a DVD of The Departed. All he watches. It's so good. Be like, it is good, exhibit. It's a great movie. But no, nice. You said you were gonna start off with
yes.
That was a very emphatic.
It was a very emphatic yes. So you kind of have two, you kind of have two pathways in life now when it comes to finding media and finding things to watch, right? Either you organically search it, right? Either knowing about it or hearing about it through a friend, or it is recommended to you.
It's on the page,
or it's recommended to you
through FYP
through the algorithm.
Yeah.
So now I don't know if it's just because my YouTube Premium ended, because I was doing. I basically somehow scammed them out of a bunch of money. I don't know how I did this, but I was paying like a fractionally low amount for YouTube Premium, and then they're like, "Hey guys, we're upping the price from $15 to $20," and I'm like, "I'm paying $7." I was like, "Wait," so then it was like it was gonna jump to $20, and I'm like, "All right, I'm not."
Yeah, I've had my fill.
I already have an ad blocker. Like this is just for my phone at this point. You know what I mean? And downloading stuff. So I feel like my algorithm changed a little bit, and now I think it's just because I'm watching maybe more government stuff. But I am basically gathering all I can about a Mr. John Kiriakou. Do you know about this man?
I might, but the name isn't ringing a bell.
Okay. So John Kiriakou is basically, his claim to fame is now going on to podcasts and his own podcast to tell stories, because he was a former head CIA intelligence
glasses.
officer. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
And he talks like this, really fast and short.
A lot of the videos are going to be pitch shifted up or down. Gotcha. A very common trend is to when he says something, you speed it up, and then when he says something funnier and important, you slow it down.
Yes. This is now familiar to me.
And I kind of fear for our younger generations that are watching everything at 2 times speed, because I feel like you're not going to retain all the beauty and the glory. But just to set the time frame up for everybody, John Kiriakou has been used to work for the CIA since like the 80s, 90s. Just grew up as like a Greek, family member in Pennsylvania, New York. And in 2008, he was basically the one that exposed all the Guantanamo Bay. We abuse all the inmates and stuff like that. He was the whistleblower on that.
Gotcha.
He was originally supposed to get 45 years for basically selling secrets and stuff like that. He ended up serving 2.5 years. And this man is the best storyteller ever. He's incredible. He's very funny. He kind of, it's one of those kind of like Joey Diaz type situations where like these stories have to be made up, but the timelines all match, everything adds up. And because he was formerly CIA and already went to jail for whistleblowing, he's just sharing all of these secrets. Yeah. So he's like, this was classified info. He's sharing info about like hits that they did on former Al-Qaeda people. And so much so that you can literally pay him like $30 on Cameo and he'll share a story he's never shared before.
That's actually fucking
And
hilarious.
Literally some of his best stories are literally, you'll see it in the corner. It just says Cameo. He literally is just like, what haven't I told yet? Ah, yes. And it's like literally stories of like people, like there was a story he did where they killed the Al-Qaeda second in command, but they basically used a missile with no warhead. So while he was with his family, he went out for a cigarette and they shot him just dead on.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
Just with a missile. And they were like, yeah, he just got hit with a missile and now he's just in half. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? But yeah, this man is literally hysterical. He is global top 100 in Angry Birds. I don't know. This is really no. Literally, he says that his first wife cheated on him for a year, and his second wife divorced him for playing Angry Birds. That's what he says. He literally he even said even when he was in the CIA, he would wake up at 3 a.m. and play Angry Birds until 7 and then go to work.
Fuck is this guy on?
This guy is a fucking legend. But yeah, I mean, just my feed is just this, and now I'm literally watching like his page because I'm like, this guy is fucking amazing. Like I don't know what else, and I think we need to pay for some more cameos because he's got to have some more stories.
Shit, got to get him on this podcast.
Yeah, I think so. I think we need
100%.
I think we need him.
That's the budget right there. John Kiriakou,
and like he said, he has his opinions on stuff, but this man has literally been an intelligence officer. Like he has stories of like, being a spy and sitting in garbage cans. I'm like, this guy's fucking cool, man. This is the real. That
is pretty cool. I would love nothing else than to be.
And he also
spy.
went to prison. Like he has a famous story of like how he went to prison, and basically when he went there, he's like, "Oh, I'm here for what?" He's like, "Oh, fraud, exposing secrets and
treason."
Yeah, and so basically they were like, oh, okay, you go over here. And they tried beating him with the pedophiles. And he's like, I'm not a pedophile. He's like, well, yeah, all the pedophiles say they're here from fraud or like some government shit. But then they looked and they went, oh, okay, you're not gonna be here. You're gonna be with the neo-Nazis. And he's like, oh, I'm with the Aryans.
Like, can I go back
how
with the
swell?
pedophiles?
Like the way he said it, he's like, oh, how exciting! I get to be with the Aryans.
Like, I feel like I could take on pedophiles other than neo-Nazis.
And basically, he said the first week of prison, like he woke up and he was surrounded Muslims on one side, black people on the other side, and they were like, Farrakhan says that you're a hero to the American people. You're protected. So apparently he just like chilled out and he was like a homie in prison because everyone respected him.
Fire.
But yeah. Shout outs to John Kiriakou.
Incredible.
I hope his stories are real, but apparently he's legit.
Dude, God forbid I wake up in prison one day. My bed is surrounded by like, a bunch of fucking muscly black dudes, and they're all just like, you made that video on how to do the Bentley skip on Glitch Slap, bro. You're good. You're good with us, pal. We got you. And I'm like, I did make that video. That is still our highest.
I just imagine like they're above you on the bunk, right? They're about to beat the shit out of you, right? You're about to be in the hospital, right? And they're like, you're like, here's my papers. I'm here. I didn't do anything bad. And they're like, show me your platinum list. How many trophies you got? And
like, you better wait the fuck out, dog. This is gonna be sick. That's sick. That'd be the coolest thing ever, man. Just be like, bro, you know a game called Overwatch?
How funny would that be? Like video game high school, but video game jail.
Video game
prison.
Well, the funny thing about that show is like it's the idea that the whole universe is
So I'm like, every
video games is the most important thing. So that would probably be a thing. Like if you cheated at a video game, you'd probably go to jail.
Oh shit!
Just kind of crazy now that I think about it. But man, but yeah, something probably just as stupid that I'd like to talk about.
Okay, not related though.
No. So there is a show that is near and dear to my heart that I've been talking about on the Joystick Show for 3 consecutive years now. The newest show the newest season recently dropped, so I'm here to catch everybody back up to speed, baby.
A Bar Rescue?
It's not Bar Rescue, but your boy Bobby does have a soft spot for these reality shows, man. I do. I like a little Love is Blind. While it's not my favorite, though.
Love is Blind just pisses you. Love is Blind gets me into a trembling rage. Yeah. I don't know what it is.
Well, the thing with me and Love is Blind, and not to go on a whole tangent, is I'm just like... It's first of all, they're all fake, but like Love is Blind's whole thing is they're all looking for like they're looking for marriage, right? They want to get married and start their lives together. So there's like this tone of like it's serious, and I think that's what makes me not fully commit to it.
Oh my, yeah, okay.
Give me a show with like 25 hot 26-year-olds who are all dumb as shit, and chef's kiss. That's what I'm looking. Put them on an island. That's what I want, right? Love me some Temptation Island. I love Love Island. There's a lot of islands. Too Hot to Handle is pretty good, but my favorite one is the show that takes a little bit of cast members from each and every single one of them and puts it together in the Super Smash Brothers of reality television shows, Perfect Match. Yeah. That's right. I'm here to talk about Perfect Match Season 4. Okay. I got to be real with you. When the season started, I was very like, whatever, like... The older seasons were better. I don't know if I'm going to really be sticking with it. 2-3 episodes in, I couldn't be more excited to see how this whole thing wraps up. I'm not going to really sit here and do the whole timeline thing because that would be ridiculous. It's a reality show. There's like, to give you perspective, I think there's
falls in love.
In total probably like 10 guys, 10 girls, so like 20 total, something like that. But at any given time, there's only like 10 or 12 in the house, and then the other people are just like away. Okay. And where they actually are is just like in a hotel that's not on location of the villa where the people live. So real quick, do you know the spiel of this show? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they basically... These people are on this island trying to find their perfect match. So they'll take 5 guys and 5 girls and they'll put them in a house. And by the end of the first night, they all have to match up. Mm-hmm. So like, they get to talk to everybody, kind of get everybody, get a feel for everyone. And then by the end of the night, they go find the person they connected with the most. And like, you want to match, and they match and they go to bed basically. Right. And then the show gets more spicy as like the weeks go on. They bring new people in, and the people who were in old relationships can match with new people. And that's where it gets fun because then, like the old people that they were with they have to leave. And then you're like, oh shit, go fuck yourself. But it's really entertaining. All that to say, they have a very, very interesting group of people on this show. And I just really wanted to hand select a couple to talk about because I think that's really what what drives it for me and what gets me the most excited. First and foremost, let's talk about arguably my least favorite person on this show. It's going to be Marissa. Okay. Marissa is a woman who was on Love is Blind, and in the first day of the show, she matches up with another male contestant named Damaris. Okay. She is super overpossessive of Damaris. She's the type of girl who like will make him not do anything, don't talk to her, don't let her touch you, but then she goes off on other dates with other guys and kisses other guys, and it's just like this whole double standard, and it just makes you go, oh my God, please leave the show, I fucking hate you.
And her name's Marissa.
But at the same time, it offers that like heel, so it's like you need that villain. It makes it watchable.
Do we?
You do in a situation like this.
For a dating reality show?
100%.
You need the heel.
Next up, we have Allie. Allie's from Vanderpump Rules. Okay. So this is an interesting one, okay? She is this very young, I want to say she's like 24 or something like that.
Bobby, you know that after watching this, you also have to watch The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
I might have to.
And also the fact that they haven't made it to the islands.
They will. By season 5, I promise you.
Yeah.
But fucking, there's this chick named Allie. She's from Vanderpump Rules, and she's a weird one. She has this very sweet, very innocent-looking demeanor about her, but she is way too into astrology. It's practically the first sentence out of her mouth in every single conversation. It's like, Mercury's in retrograde. And shut the fuck up. Please stop talking. Mm-hmm. But she is so manipulative, so possessive, downright evil, I want to say. Mm-hmm. But it's the fact that she comes across as so like, I could never, haha. But then in actuality, she's like really, really just like, she's dating this one guy named Jimmy P, and we'll get to that in a second. But like the whole series, or whole season, it's basically just her like, I love you, Jimmy. I want to be with you only, Jimmy. And then she continues to go on like dates with other guys. And then when he has the power to either pick her or like another woman, she like, my favorite part was she immediately pulls out the, okay, well, let's not be open anymore. I want to be just with you. She basically successfully gets him to pick her. And then the next day she goes on a date with another guy and basically dumps him. So it's like, okay, well, that's fucking crazy. But that's enough about the girls. Let's talk about the guys, okay? We have Nick. Nick is an interesting one. Nick actually doesn't really make it that long in the show. He's out by like the first episode.
Oh, man.
But I found something interesting about Nick. So I don't know if Nick ever sees this. If you do, sorry, buddy. Nick doesn't really come across as like the brightest person in the world. In fact, he comes across as kind of like, he's just kind of like, that's kind of the deal with Nick. His whole spiel is he just kind of like says things that are on his mind for better or for worse when he's like around girls. And he's kind of portrayed to be, out of the starting 5, like the least attractive. Not in terms of like physical appearance, but obviously just in terms of like his personality and the vibes he gives off. I started looking up Perfect Match Twitter. Come to find out, this guy is a secret millionaire. I was like, what the fuck, man? This guy's like a stock guy, finance dude from Miami. He should have led with that, because I'm pretty sure a lot of the girls on that island would have been like, oh, you want a fucking match right this instant? But I found that to be interesting. And that all leads me up to the person I really want to talk to you about. So, remember when I said earlier that Allie was dating Jimmy P?
Yes.
Why do you think his name is Jimmy P?
Because there's another Jimmy.
There is another Jimmy, Dylan, and he is the most interesting man I've ever seen. Close. Jimmy S.
Oh.
Okay, so let me try to paint the picture for you, okay?
Okay.
Remember when I told you that all of these other people were from other reality shows?
Yes.
Jimmy S is the only person in Perfect Match history who has not been featured on a previous reality show. They cast Jimmy S as a private content creator for doing basketball content on Instagram. Okay? Jimmy S is short for Jimmy Sotos. What do you picture in your head? I just say Jimmy Sotos. Nationality, what you thinking? Sotos.
So he's like Spanish, Italian.
He's Greek.
Oh.
So he's like, he's like a 6 foot 6.
Can I look up what this guy looks like?
Yeah, 100%. Okay. 6'6", white guy, tattoo sleeve, slick back hair. Right.
He kind of looks like he looks like a better looking Pro Jared.
So. Honestly speaking, it's a weird pull, or like a better Matt Watson kind of.
Yeah.
So, what do you think Jimmy Soto sounds like, Dylan? If you had to do like a Jimmy Sotos impression.
He sounds stupid.
So this is my Jimmy Sotos impression, right? Hey girl, shawty, calm down, girl. Stop playing with me, dog. Everybody on Twitter is talking about how Jimmy Sotos talks blacker than all of the actual black contestants on the show. On top of that, there's a moment in this show where he starts speaking Spanish to the bartender, and his Spanish is almost better than like my Spanish. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? This guy speaks better Spanish and with a better black accent than his regular normal accent. It's insane. That being said, at the beginning of the show, he starts to kind of give off, similar to like Nick, these like a bit of like dumb vibes, like you said, right? But then he starts throwing in like little words like, you know, like Bordeaux and stuff like that, and we're like, no, this guy is smart, he's educated. There's more to this, 100%. Not only that, he comes from a suburban area of Chicago, I think it is. But all that to say, a lot of people on social media are talking about how they really don't like this guy, and he's got to be the most interesting person on the show. Like, he makes the show. He seems likable.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Him and this other guy, Yaman, are like the only two reasons I'm coming back every episode.
Hamon.
Yeah, Hamon del Baño.
Yamon.
But it's a great show, and honestly, I think the main reason I like it as much as I do is you can almost tell like the people who make the show don't take it as seriously as it is, because it's not serious. It's like a completely stupid reality show.
I mean, as the all-star team, as like the all-star weekend of reality shows, yeah, I think that they should not take it seriously.
Absolutely. But even when you watch like the editing and stuff like that, like the editors make really funny choices to basically take moments that other reality shows would just kind of let play out, for better or for worse. But Perfect Match is like, we could do something with this. Like, this would be fun. Like, there's a really funny part in one of the early episodes where that guy Yaman is having a conversation with a girl, and he asks her what her perfect man would be. And she goes on like a whole 5-minute long answer where she's like, I want him to be this, but this, and a little bit of this, but this as well. And Yaman is sitting there just kind of like nodding and following the whole conversation. But they get him to record ADR in post-production where he's basically like talking to himself like, is she still going on? I have to be all these things?
Oh my God.
Damn, y'all. I can't be doing all this for her. And then there's even a part where he's like, y'all at home watching, just remember, be yourself. And he's like, it's so stupid. Amazing. So like, the show is very unserious.
No, I like that a lot, because I really hate like the Love is Blind, or even like one of my favorites, which is like MasterChef. Yeah. And they got fucking John Williams doing the score, and it's boom, 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 boom. Dude, and I'm like, we're eating fucking churros, bro. You know what I mean? So
I would oddly recommend Perfect Match to a lot of people for that reason. It's basically like if they took Love Island and had it edited by YouTube editors, and it's so much better, and it's a very fun and watchable show. Next week is the official season finale, so I'll be able to come back and let you know who the real perfect match was and all the end of season drama. But until then, who are we rooting for? I think oddly enough, I'm actually rooting for Jimmy Sotos and Allison. I like what they got going on, but let's see if it continues.
I mean, he seems like a good guy. Went to Ohio State. I mean,
I like him. He's cool. Yeah. But yeah, shout outs.
Fucking Jimmy.
What you got? I really put you in the hot seat with that one. I was expecting you to talk like sports or something. I do have fallbacks.
I mean, I'm wearing the Mets jersey. The Mets,
they're doing better.
They still kind of. There's
a little bit of life though.
They gotta go on like a 10-game winning streak, and then everything's fine. You know what I mean? Or at least like a 4-game winning streak.
But hey, they beat the Yankees.
Hey, they got a bunch of kids up. You know.
That's cool.
Yeah, they got a bunch of people that are very younger than us. Mm-hmm. Very young. Very, you know.
The Brooklyn Nets strategy.
Yeah. Very. Yeah. Yeah.
When you say very young, you mean like still teens? Like
no,
18,
no,
19,
no. Baseball is, you know, you're coming out of college a lot of times. Gotcha. Baseball has this terrible tradition of like, you have to like grind your way through the minors. So like everyone comes up and they're like Aaron Judge, right? Aaron Judge came up at like 25. You know what I mean? Because he did 4 years of college, played baseball and football, and then
gotcha.
You know, but nowadays they're kind of fast. Like if you're really good, they kind of fast track you up, and I like that because even a guy like people for the Mets, Pete Alonso, Jacob deGrom, you look at old Mets, like they came up at like 24, you know what I mean? And at that point, you're already, you know, those are some years there where you could have maybe played.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the Mets are just calling up everybody now because everyone's injured. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I want to go to more games. I'm kind of afraid after the last game I went to where they were garbage. But hey, we'll see.
Yeah, you know, fucking... It'll all fix itself. They'll get some new mascot to come. I did have something to talk about. Yeah, baseball. Everyone's lost their fucking mind in baseball. Mm-hmm. Like, there's this new people. The new thing is to do a fun celebration when you win. So basically, whenever you win a game, usually all the outfielders go into the outfield and like high five and do something. Now we're doing we're fucking humping each other. Like basically, I think it was the White Sox were doing the hump dance, and then they were told they couldn't do the hump celebration. No, it was the San Francisco Giants. The San Francisco Giants went viral for doing a hump celebration. And they were told by their manager that they were explicitly not allowed to do it. And then the next game they won, they just started humping each other in the middle of the field. Basically, there's this guy on the Tigers now. He used to be on the Astros. His name is Framber Valdez. Framber Valdez.
Yeah.
How do you spell Framber?
Framber.
Framber?
Yes.
Oh, that's how I would have guessed.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Okay.
He only has thrown. The most common pitch in baseball is the four-seam fastball, right? It's like you just kind of grip the ball and you throw it as hard as you can. Four-seam fastball. Framber Valdez has only ever thrown 6 four-seam fastballs.
Wow.
All of them have been aimed directly at the back and the head of the opponent. So now we have data to track this. So the other day, he threw a four-seam fastball while he was down 9-0 against the Red Sox.
Wow.
And incited a whole fucking brawl because homie decided he was, he wasn't happy. Mm-hmm. And someone pulled it up. They're like, yeah, he only throws four-seam fastballs to hit other people. So
wow.
Watch out. All of his pitches move. And if it's not moving, get out of the way. You better move, you know? But yeah, people are losing their minds with celebrations, and it was rivalry weekend, so Mets, Yankees, White Sox, Cubs, and basically I'm assuming a lot of drunk fights, maybe not. Got the poop game, you know about the poop game?
I do not know about the poop game.
So the poop game is when the Phillies and the Pirates play each other, because it's P00P.
Oh, I do know about the poop game. Yes, I know about it through the meme. I didn't yet explain it. Also, I hope you know that I'm not actually not listening to you. I'm just trying to find the etymology of the fucking name Framber, because what the hell? Apparently, it means nothing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the amount of times like I see Eduardo and then I see an Edgardo and I'm like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
Like an Ego? Like what the fuck? Like
I hate this, but I hate when like somebody has a name that you just can't crack. Like obviously everybody's name is their name and I'm not going to knock a name, but my thing is I like to know where it comes from, like, you know, the etymology of it. Yeah,
but now
so when I can't do that, I get annoyed, but it does say names like Framber are often created in the Dominican Republic by blending sounds of other traditional names, or they are entirely invented, making them deeply unique to the individual. So my whole thing is, if you make a name like Framber, what names are you combining? Was it like?
I think it was probably like. I got it. It's Wilmer.
Frank.
Wilmer, Francisco, and something with a B.
Yeah.
What's the name with the B? Fucking.
I have no idea. But it is interesting. You know our boy Ramfi, right? Jerry's brother. I remember it was Jose found something about how like there was this famous Dominican, like, I don't know if it was a politician or just like a famous person from Dominican history, and their name was like very close to Ramfi. So Jose was like curious if like Ramfi was named after that individual. And it would have made sense since, you know, his name is so like unique. But that being said, shout outs to names.
Maybe was it Rafi? It wasn't Rafi.
No,
right?
it wasn't. It might have been something close like that.
Because there was there was a hockey player who was banned for life, and his name's Rafi Torres. Yeah.
Let's see if we can find it. Let's see what comes up. Nah, it doesn't come up. Well, too bad.
It's too bad.
Fucking, you remember how last week I was talking about how we're nearly 30 years old, and for some reason I'm watching Dude Perfect?
Yeah.
Well, for some reason now I'm playing Fortnite on top of that, and it's just...
Yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah.
What happened? How did that happen?
So I if I have to blame anybody, it's Jerry.
Jerry's the...
Jerry and I were playing something. We were playing like Marvel or something, and it was just getting boring. So Jerry's like, let's play something different. I'm like, all right. So he's like, let's play Overwatch. And we played a couple games of Overwatch. He's like, let's play something different. And that happened like 8 times. We went through like the craziest different games until finally we were like, how about fucking Fortnite? And we're like, all right, fine. We'll play Fortnite. Ended up having a good time. It was pretty fun, It's Fortnite. Every time you get on, it's going to be a decent time. It's not like it's the most uber competitive thing. Like 60% of the lobby is kids, so you just kind of go in and mow them down. But that being said, when the season first dropped, the big like skin that they were promoting was the Bugs Bunny skin, and I was like, oh, I'm such a Looney Tunes fan. I want to grab that. But they did a stupid thing where it's I knew it was tied to the battle pass, but it's like locked behind level 85. So you have to level up 85 fucking levels to even just unlock the skin, which is annoying because I already paid for the battle pass. Like, just let me unlock it on my own time is what I'm saying. And keep in mind, this was like when the season dropped. So when the weekly quests come out that give you the XP to get the skin, you get like 5 or 6 per week, but it's week 1. So you finish all of them, and then you're just kind of like sitting around twiddling your thumbs, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? Yeah. So I hadn't touched Fortnite in like a month, maybe more than that. And even keep in mind, it's not to say that I play this game regularly. Like, before a month ago, I hadn't touched it for like 2 years. But, logged on a month ago to get the bug skin, saw the level 85 thing, and I told myself, I'll get on right before the season ends, and I'll just try to get to 85 last second. So Jerry and I played, and in one 30-minute session, I went from level 6 to 25. In a 45-minute session yesterday night with Joey, I went from 25 to 50. And today, in 2 hours with Joey and Jerry, I went to 50 to like 75. So you just skyrocket the levels in this game, which is pretty fun. That being said, it's a fun time. It's very weird to see all these fucking skins at the same... that's another thing, we don't... And when I say we, I mean like all of us except...
the last time I played Fortnite, it was literally default dance. Like, it was very early.
So you can only imagine people like running around in Nikes and playing music, like licensed music as they're driving by. Dudes are running around with SpongeBob following them, or Towley from South Park, but... Fucking what I love is me, Jerry, we don't really like play Fortnite like that. So we just have like the skins that we play as. So I play as Deadpool, and Joey gifted Jerry Bender from Futurama. So Jerry uses Bender. But since Joey has so many fucking Fortnite skins, I think he has them on like random. So every game that we're playing, Joey's just loading in as like a completely different person. He's going from fucking Ghostface to Spider-Man to Jason Voorhees to Juice WRLD. And it's like, what the fuck are we, to Cartman? It's so fucking crazy. But
I was like, bro, I thought you were Juice WRLD. I thought you were Cartman.
It is a fucking fun time. The fucking Jerry's like, why are you Juice WRLD? Joey's like, I like Juice WRLD.
Shit. Joey listening to fucking Juice WRLD.
No, it's a fun time, and you gotta hop on, man. We're doing this now. It's a good game. I also just like...
my wife might divorce me, so we could. Yeah, I'm pretty. You know what? Hey, Tuesday. During the day, before 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
I can play Fortnite.
I can do that too. I can do that. But fuck. She can't know though. What was I gonna say? No, fuck. I had it in my head, and it's coming out right now. It's gone. We lost it, but it's cool. Play Fortnite. It's fun. It's a fun time. It's it's a fun brain dead game. You don't really got to think that hard. You just kind of fucking.
But I feel like it's often too much.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
Like, it's normally sensory overload, and then I just end up driving a car.
No,
there's too much going on.
What you bring up was what I actually slightly wanted to touch up on. I feel like Fortnite does this thing where every other season, it's like you said, it's the most overly stimulating thing. There's people flying on jetpacks and helicopters and mech robots. And then the next season, they're like, oh, we're just dialing it down. It's guns and grenades. You know what I mean? So it's like those simple seasons are the ones that I like. It's the more chaotic ones where I'm more likely to be like, I'll just play something else until this shit rolls over. And interestingly, right now they're in like a Fortnite Overwatch crossover event.
I heard about that. Yeah.
So you can actually find like Mercy's staff and heal people. You can find Reinhardt's shield to protect yourself. And what I find to be probably the most interesting is you can find Tracer's pulse pistols, and when you pick them up, it actually turns first person, and it's like you're playing as Tracer, which is crazy. And what I find is interesting about that is having a Overwatch background. It's actually pretty easy to put those on and stomp people who aren't used to it because you're used to it. So you could just like shoot somebody, blink right behind them, and they're literally like, where the fuck did that person go? And you're just behind them beaming them. So, you know, if you've got the upper hand in Overwatch,
I want to try that.
Give it a shot.
I feel like I'd be good at that.
So shot, where are we landing? See what I did? Thank the bus driver, bro. Cranking 90s, man. I'm so sorry. I immediately apologize.
Mugging juice world skibbity.
Last thing I want to say before we head off. Actually, it's like a little quick thing. So it's been what do you mean? What are you making the fucking face for? What are you making the fucking face for, bro? You're so overly dramatic.
I don't know, bro. You've never hit the sigh and throw your hands in the air.
The exasperated fucking. Oh my god. I don't think I've hit one of those in a long time. You gotta
hit them. I hit one, and whenever I do, Mariante's like, "You're being dramatic," and I was like, "That was the point."
I don't think I've hit one of those since I was like 11, bro. I gotta hit one of those. I'm gonna hit one with Mildred right when we go upstairs. She's gonna ask me for something. I'm gonna.
You know, gotta be dramatic about it. Like,
100%.
Hit the desk so much so that it hurts a little bit.
Yeah,
you know, like
it does hurt my thumb a little bit. Yeah, straight up. No, So it's been a little bit of a slower process at my job. I'll talk about it here because, you know, it's the truth and it's not really anything. You know, I've mentioned a couple times before on the podcast that I moonlight as an after-school teacher. And when I say moonlight, I guess I daylight. But we actually recently got the word that our funding got cut. So like half of our programs are going to be shut down pretty soon. So long story short, your boy is losing his job. Yeah. But I'll be good. Don't worry. Don't be sad about me, Dylan. Just keep going on your phone. It's all good. But that being said, it's been kind of slow at the job.
Yeah.
And there's some people who are very adamant about trying to keep the program alive, and it's not to say that I'm not either. I think it's just more so that with the amount of time that I've been there, keep in mind I'm rounding out nearly 10 years, so and I'm not really I wasn't planning to stay there past the summer anyway, so I've just kind of taken this as both a sign to be like, you know, when it happens, but at the same time it's also like, oh well. Yeah. So I'm helping out as best as I can. I'm doing my part. I'm helping them construct this video to try to gain awareness and stuff. But all that to say, kind of the mood at work lately has been a little bit more just kind of not somber, but just kind of you know, just low energy, I guess. So basically what I'm getting at is we haven't really been doing a lot with our Lit Crew kids because we've read Winn-Dixie, the book's already done, the podcasts have been made. So what I started doing is rather than just have them sitting in silence or just talking to each other, I started putting on general knowledge trivia questions on YouTube. You know, the quizzes that we watch sometimes. I was actually pretty surprised.
Now. Let's go.
I was pretty surprised to find out that the kids know a thing or two. You know, they just kind of act stupid all the time, but when it comes to oddly trivial facts, it might sound silly, but keep in mind, I was genuinely surprised to know that they knew Leonardo da Vinci painted the Mona Lisa, or that they knew that there were 5 oceans.
They weirdly know a lot of biology. They know how many teeth a shark has.
Geography too.
You know,
they know geography. It's crazy.
I'm glad to hear that.
No, 100%. Very glad to hear that. I was really happy
because I feel like our generation knew everything except geography, and it pissed me off.
No, it's true. I had to teach myself geography.
Yeah, everyone did. Literally everyone did, and I did it because I had an obsession with. I like maps and shit. So,
but all that to say, you know, I was very surprised to see that they knew some stuff. And then after they do my general one, I kind of put it out there and I ask if they want to do a more specific quiz, and they'll typically be like anime, video games. I'll do it. One of my students called out brain rot quiz, so I put it up, and Dylan. I don't know what the fuck any of this stuff. So it's like you would expect. There's a trivia quiz. And there's like 15, 20 questions, and they put up like a picture of a meme or something like that, and then it asks a question pertaining to the meme. So it's like a picture of a guy, and then the question is like, where did this guy buy a house or buy a property? And all of my kids are like, in Egypt.
Yeah, I bought a house in Egypt.
No fucking idea what that means at all, right?
It's like it's Aiden Ross, you know.
So Dylan, they got all of them right.
Yeah.
The only two that I knew were Ballerina Cappuccina
and Tuk Tuk Sahara
and John Pork.
Yeah, John Pork.
Everything else, I just looked at these kids like, what the actual hell? I looked at my co-teacher. He's looking at me. This guy's like, you know, Bill's like way older than I am. He's looking at me like, what the fuck? I'm like, I don't even know.
Bill went home and had a dilemma.
I don't even know, dude. I was like, what the fuck? Insane stuff. I showed Mildred at home. She was like, what is this? I'm like, I don't know, but the kids knew it for AT. Like, they knew this shit better than their actual schoolwork. So maybe that's how they have to incorporate it. You know, Cappuccino Ballerina teaches, I don't know, civil rights. And then they actually fucking pay attention. I think we cracked it. I think we cracked the education system.
Little cups sit on the back of the bus. I don't know, bro.
This is for the light coffee.
Yeah, oh my God. I don't even know. Honestly, I've been trying to pick a yam for like the last 2 hours. I do not know.
Well, that's what we're doing right now, bro. That's what we're doing. Well,
I know, now. but I'm looking at Spotify and I'm looking at my.
Why don't you just think of like an old song that you like, bro?
Look at fucking.
Look, I'll give you a little bit of time while I think of mine right now. Okay.
Okay.
So my song is gonna go to. It's gonna go to a song by JAÐ-Z. And that song is called Dear Summer. It's got a dope ass beat. It's like an old song. It's like 04, 05, like very old. In fact, let me see. Go to album. How old is this song? This song is 2005. Sheesh, this song is 21 years old. But it's an absolute jam. And Domo Genesis, one of my favorite rappers, recently rapped over it on like a little freestyle thing that he put out on YouTube. So it got me to listen more to the actual song. So shout outs to Dear Summer by Memphis, Bleek, and JAÐ-Z. Yeah. What you got? You got something. You're going through the vault.
Mm-hmm. I sure do.
Mm-hmm.
I sure do. 1 second, actually. So you reminded me because you showed me a meme about a man by the name of JPEGMAFIA.
I did.
So I'm going to pick a JPEGMAFIA song. I'll go with his classic Mr. Veteran.
Cool.
You know why it's called the Veteran? Because he was
in the army and he was honorably discharged.
Hell yeah.
Man.
Hell yeah. So I'm going to go with Rainbow Six.
Cool. That's also a military thing.
Yeah.
It's also a video game.
I was gonna bring up another song where he like there's a song he has where he like just plays audio of a cop dying or something.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not gonna pick that song though.
Shout outs to JPEGMAFIA, brand new album, very interesting. I'll say that.
It's not that was an old song. Song.
No, I mean his new album is interesting. I'm shouting out the new album.
Yeah, I'm
all of his music is interesting.
I'm shouting. You know who I'm shouting out?
Me.
Kermit the Frog.
Hey.
Yeah.
Love Kermit the Frog.
Mm-hmm.
He does this.
You know, it's bad to do. That's Jordan Peterson.
You know what I'm mad about? I used to do a good Kermit, and it's one of those impressions. I used to do a good Kermit. I used to do a good Australian accent, and I lost them. I don't know. Couldn't even start. You know, like terrible. You see, I can't even start.
Australian, you gotta just find a few. You gotta find a few words.
Find a few words.
Yeah.
Talk like this.
Voice bright, mate.
When you say no, you say it like that.
Yeah, good cunt. Aye.
You know,
you just gotta.
Australians don't say no; they say no.
No.
No. No. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, we got it. See.
No.
Easy.
So yeah, shout outs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thanks for watching this episode of the Joystick Show. We're sorry Joey and Jerry weren't here, but they'll be back. Don't worry. They'll be right there. Jerry will be there and Joey will be here like they normally are. Am I right? See See what I did there?
Oh my god.
Fucking, feel free to like this episode. Feel free to subscribe to the Joystick Show. That's not right. Subscribe to Team Joystick and like the Joystick Show. I don't even get the channel right.
That's fine.
We were gonna debut a show last week, but it should be coming out this week because these guys weren't here. But stay tuned for that. It's already been filmed as we've made this, and it's practically done. But timing is sometimes. But stay tuned for that. And fucking. We love you. We genuinely love you. You're a great person. I don't know who you are out there, but you're a great person, and we love you, and we're gonna look after you, and we're gonna take care of you, and we're gonna pay your finances, and we're also gonna get you through school, and we're also gonna